SC.
SC. Single S. SC. No. We're writing 2 for the glottal stop. That's the pinching action in the throat gives an sound. SE. Again.
SC.
SE. So the first vowel, the first syllable is short. Single A here in the transliteration. C is long, shown by the double letter.
AB.
Ab. It's a nice cluster there. So B has this circle over it called sukun. Silences. It shows that there's no vowel sound following the B. And then that's the glottal stop. That's a 2. So 3 for ein. Is the vowel marked underneath. Kasra. Ib. So it's a final cluster of a B and a glottal stop.
AB.
Ib.
AB.
So it's basically an I or E sound represented by this vowel symbol, but the pharyngeal consonant is going to sort of color the vowel to more of an quality.
AB.
Ab. Not like that. SC, the 2 is the glottal stop. A aleph letter with a sign called the hemza on top, which is like a number 2. SC.
SC.
Like this.
باء.
It's not an open syllable. It doesn't end in a vowel sound.
باء.
Back is the stopping and releasing of airflow in the throat, called a glottal stop.
عاسي.
Asi. 3 represents ein, that consonant letter. Ba is
باء. أبد.
Abed is 2 again. So it's a good symbol to choose because that little symbol, if I zoom in, that does make a difference. We can get pretty big here. So
أبد.
that's unfortunate that it covers that up though. Because it's good to see the letters, the written form, along with and associated with the sound.
أبد.
Keep it that size. Ebed. It's got 2 letters, ends in a D.
أبد.
It's hard to perceive the first glottal stop sound in the word. It sounds like any vowel onset word to me.
باء.
Ba. So long vowel followed by ein. The absolute form looks like a backwards 3, so we represent it with 3. Ba. Let's hear it again.
باء.
Ba. Ba. Again, I feel the verb color is very appropriate. The pharyngeal consonant ein colors the vowel that it's in contact with. Ebed is what we're asked to spell.
أبد.
So initial letter aleph with the hemza on. Hemza, yeah. It's that symbol on top. Shows a clear stop, and then a B and a D. Ebed. So ba.
باء.
3 at the end, and asi.
عاسي.
Asi. Ib. It's got that really interesting cluster. Ein is the first letter, B with silence, and the hemza. Ib.
باء. عبء.
Welcome back to Lango Institute. I'm your verb ally. I'm gonna try to stick to one language for this stream, and that'll be Arabic. So let me open up my homepage, my chat. If you see anything that you would like explained, I am here for you. I will do my best. I'm not terribly experienced with Arabic. I've learned the alphabet and a handful of words so far. Trying to work out the grammar as we go.
فن.
Okay, it sounds like an N at the end of the syllable.
فن.
But instead of marking the full letter noon, we're using an abbreviation with these parallel lines, like an equal sign, after the aleph. And that represents an N. So the aleph would make us think of a long vowel.
فن.
Fen. But let's think of it as the consonant letter here that happens to sound as N. An N-colored glottal stop. So it's a short vowel, short syllable.
مف
Muffa.
مف
Muffa strikes my ear as a long F, but it's not shown to be doubled.
أن
N is just this. It's the adverbial ending if you have an and an at the end of the word. Select one for an, it is
أن فري
fatty.
يشف
Yeshuf. Yeshuf again has an initial ya, which only,
يشف
and then a sheen letter with the 3 dots above. U is that dhamma symbol, which looks like a small wa. Up above there, the short vowel signs, they float up above the letter and in one case below, whereas long vowels are written with the letter on the line in full regular shape. Okay, and the final fa with this nice long tail.
ف
Fa, that's that syllable.
تفد
Te, and then a food. Tefud.
تفد
And it is audibly a d voiced at the end and not a t sound. Many, perhaps most languages, we're going to devoice sound like a d to a t in that position in a word. English doesn't, and Arabic does not either. Oh,
تفد
we're doing fa, which is much simpler. That's
ف
tefud is tefud number 4.
تفد
So basically what Arabic writes is the consonant letters, and it will treat a long vowel as equivalent to a consonant. We use the Y letter, y, to write an E,
فري
and it looks like that at the end. Remember, we're going right to left. Thank you for joining us. I will check back. Yeah, we get that chat open. If you guys would like more detail, that's what I'm here for. On any point, any questions about anything, try to keep an eye on that. I'm gonna
تماما
just stick to Arabic today,
تماما
or at least for this stream. Tamamen.
تماما
We're doing this in English.
تماما
Tamamen. Totally. Well, gee. It is what the little prompt said, but we want to remember that it means absolutely. Tamamen. That should be accept me, please.
أهلا
Ahlan.
أهلا أهلا
It's got the Hamza written on it. Really small, really small. I apologize for those of you using a phone. Let's really get in there.
أهلا
Ahlan. It's so beautiful, the Arabic writing. The way the numbers too, I suppose, but the way the letter shapes run together.
أهلا أهلا
So the aleph first. This is the smooth H sound, ha, and then lam, the L consonant, and the glottal stop.
أهلا أهلا
They give this nice combined L shape when they occur in that sequence.
أهلا أهلا
Ahlan, with that H at the end of a syllable. Again, this
أهلا
circle sign above is called
أهلا
sukoon, and it shows the absence of a vowel sound.
أهلا أهلا يا رواد
Ahlan. Ya, rawad.
رواد أهلا رواد
The ya is not something we have really in English. It's an archaic o rawad, but it signals I'm talking to you. We call it vocative. Hello, rawad.
أهلا يا فريد
Ahlan ya kareem.
أهلا يا فريد
Fareed
فريد
is the name.
أهلا يا فريد أهلا يا فريد
Fareed.
تماما يا مها
تماما يا مها.
تماما يا مها تماما
Absolutely.
تماما
And I'm talking to you, Meha. Absolutely.
عفوا يا جودي.
عفوا يا جودي.
عفوا يا جودي.
عفوا.
عفوا يا جودي.
Okay.
عفوا.
You are welcome. It's nice with the
عفوا.
loops right together there. And the
عفوا.
sukoon.
عفوا.
Very pleasing. يا جودي.
عفوا يا جودي.
عفوا. You're welcome.
تماما يا مها.
تماما يا مها. Okay. Not use a keyboard. Can I not? Yeah, good.
تماما يا مها.
Over to Lexi logos. I get Arabic. Let's make it. Oh my, that looks terrible. Sorry for the. What on earth? Why is it there? Please bear with me just a second here. There we go. Here, that's odd. I wonder how that happened. Still kind of learning the ropes here on Twitch. Let's see. So let's get this nice and big. This is an online Arabic virtual keyboard and converter. I can tap the buttons for the letters I want, or just it'll. Let's see. Yeah, it distinguishes lowercase from uppercase to give us different Arabic letters where needed. We'll figure it out here as we go. So to the thing.
تماما يا مها.
تماما. Absolutely, was it? Okay. Oh, that one's short. So just T and then M is the next thing I hit, I think. I'm gonna hit A, that's an Aleph. Tamaman. And now I need that modified Aleph. So I'll just put another one and then click this. Yeah, Maha, right? Yeah.
تماما يا مها.
Yeah means I'm talking to you. And Maha is the name. M-H-A is what I type. Female name. Absolutely تمام.
شكرا يا رواد.
شكرا يا رواد.
شكرا.
شكرا.
شكرا يا رواد.
يا رواد.
شكرا يا رواد.
شكرا. رواد.
عفوا يا فريد.
عفوا يا فريد.
عفوا يا فريد. عفوا.
فريد.
عفوا يا فريد.
عفوا.
عفوا يا فريد.
يا فريد.
عفوا يا روزا.
عفوا يا روزا. عفوا. You're welcome, Rosa.
تماما يا زيد.
تماما يا زيد. Absolutely. Zaid. Yeah, it's a Z. Okay, that is a short one, and then, it's the ya letter, Zaid. Probably like this is what's meant. Ya Zaid.
شكرا يا مها.
So when you do mark the vowels for each syllable, Arabic and Roman, that is the letters we use, they function pretty similarly. But I think most of the time in Arabic, the short vowel letters are just going to be dropped. We rely on the shape of the consonants to recognize the word, and just sort of have to memorize the vowel patterns.
شكرا يا مها.
Shukran. Thanks, Maha.
تماما.
Absolute. Tamaman. Okay. few bit of alphabet.
1,
But maybe not the very first. Let's go to alphabet 4.
12, 12,
2 beats on the vowel.
12,
Duz short.
12,
Duz. With our double letters written long will be 3 letters in Arabic. Duz. It's going to look like
12, big, big,
keek. Let's see. Yeah, we can do that. Keek. They tend to print Arabic very small. And for beginners, it's really good to see them because we need to get used to their basic shapes.
كيك,
But the letters are the letter forms and the ways they combine their combination forms are so distinct that you really can recognize them when they're just tiny on the page.
جار,
Okay, a little too zoomed in here. Jar has the
جار,
short one.
جار,
Jar.
جار,
Yeah, it's like we're playing 2 beats instead of a single beat. And we're doing keek with a short vowel. So here we see the 2
كيك,
shapes for the letter K back to back. They're quite different. So the mast, this in the center, it does look like a ship there, belongs to the final K form there, and then the one that goes around the corner, that's the initial K. Jar,
جار,
ki,
كيك,
jar.
جار,
This is single one below, back, bik,
بك,
and duz.
دز,
Yes, good. Nice, big here. Good. So that initial one there, so on the right side, j, and a side, jar.
جار,
Jar.
جار,
In the middle, jar. Okay, brighter sounding. A, kick.
كيك,
This one is keek, with a long vowel.
كيك,
Do.
دوز,
That is most enjoyable. Here's some phrases.
هسك,
Husk.
هسك,
There we go. There's that smoother H, the loopy one. Us, which has no vowel with it, and then k, final. Husk.
سشك,
Seshek. We've got the initial seen, and then sheen has the same basic shape, 3 dots above. Final K, Seshek. Husk.
يا هسك, عتيم,
Atim.
جداء,
Jida. With the final glottal stop, catch in the throat. Jida, which we'll represent with 2.
جداء, ياف,
Yaf.
ناف,
So Arabic language has a few more consonants than the basic Roman alphabet had, the one we got from Latin and used to write English. We had to create things like th for a single consonant sound, tha, sh for sh. But in Arabic, it's a very old alphabet. They just made a distinct symbol for each of the consonant sounds, and they've been really stable, still distinct from each other.
ناف, ياف,
Oops. Yeah, the initial N has the same right angle here, but the 2 dots below signal that it's a ya. I should have gotten number 4.
ففوه,
Foo. Cool.
ففوه,
Foo. Final consonant there is a smooth H. Really quiet sound. Seshek.
سشك,
Yaf will be not naf, but yaf.
ياف,
Naf has the same basic shape, but dot
ناف,
above shows end. And Germany, yeah. Okay, America for America. We've got Faransa. Oh, here we want Alman, Almania, Almania. The word
ألمانيا
Almania
ألمانيا
from the French name for Germany. So it's Faransa, all A vowels.
فرنسا
Faransa.
دكتور
Tour.
ألمانيا
Mania.
فرنسا
Faransa. Okay, the R colors, instead of a ra, we get the darker A quality there.
فرنسا
Faransa. And it's not a long A in the final syllable. The aleph is just there to show it's an A quality.
أنا من ألمانيا
So that's, I think, pretty characteristic and loan and like names from other languages.
أنا من ألمانيا
أنا من ألمانيا. There's no verb to be. أنا is I. Min is the word for in. So we say I am in Almania, Germany. From Min. Okay. B would, or Fi would be the full form, and B is a prefix, means in. Min is from.
أنا من ألمانيا
أنا من ألمانيا.
أنا من ألمانيا أنت من فرنسا يا روزا أنت من فرنسا يا روزا فرنسا
NT, I think, is you talking to a female person.
أنت من فرنسا يا روزا
So I hear it as you are from France, Rosa.
تامر من أستراليا
تامر من أستراليا.
تامر من أستراليا
Tamir is from Australia.
أين روزا
أين روزا؟ You or she?
أين
Where?
أين روزا
أين روزا؟ أين روزا؟
أين روزا
Oh, sorry for the unsightly gap. That's awful. Could do better than that, surely. There we go. Okay.
أنت من أستراليا يا بوب
أنت من أستراليا يا بوب.
أنت من أستراليا يا بوب
أنت من أستراليا.
أنت من أستراليا يا بوب
Australia. You are from Australia.
أين روزا
Rosa. Aina. Okay. Meaning is where is Rosa? Aina. We're gonna write it with the U. And then a plain Z. Long vowel there. Z is one of those that doesn't fuse with the following letter. So we use the initial shape, the absolute shape there of Aleph.
أين روزا
Aina Rosa. Where is Rosa?
من أين أنت يا داوود من أين أنت يا داوود
Interesting. The vowels that aren't written at the end.
من أين أنت يا داوود
من أين أنت يا داود? From where? You. And then the name. Where are you from? From where as a phrase is the first part. Min aina, and then the pronoun, where are you from? Daoud. And we're spelling that.
داوود
It's David. Okay. Works.
أنت كري
Anti Carrie. You are Carrie.
عمر من ألمانيا
Omer min Almania. Omar is from Germany.
من أين أنت يا كري
من أين أنت يا كاري?
من أين أنت يا كري
From where you carry? Where are you from, Carrie?
أنا من ألمانيا
أنا من ألمانيا. I am from Germany. hail earlier. Sounds like just plain old rain right now.
لا.
La. Okay, here we have the ta marbuta, it's called. The bound T shape. So a word final T is often was replaced historically in Arabic in a certain dialect with an H, and the T reminds us that it reflects a T. But it's showing that there's a vowel sound at the end of a word. It's a silent letter. La, long, L-A-A, yeah, and then Ein, 3, and this sort of HT hybrid letter tells us short ah sound at the end. La.
لا.
And it's a mark of the feminine gender in a noun.
سيرة.
Sira. La.
لا. سادة.
Sada.
زدة.
Zuda. So you could either regard it as a silent consonant letter, as I mentioned, or it's just a vowel symbol for short a, which only really occurs in the word finally, I think. Maybe that exists somewhere in the middle of a word. We'll keep our eyes peeled. Sada, we're doing. Sa, we'll look at
سادة. مزة.
Mezza. The doubling sign there. Zoom in a bit. Nope. Looks like 3 that has fallen on its back. That shows double this consonant letter. Mezza.
شاشة.
Sha. Sira. C will look like.
سيرة.
Okay. The R is darkening to R. Sira.
جع.
Ja. 3 in the transliteration is for ah, for this consonant. Ja. It's gonna be
جع.
Shasha.
شاشة.
Girl. Im. It's this one. B-N. Bint.
بنت.
T suffix there is another sign of the feminine. So that H, that sort of TH hybrid letter for final A, and the T, I think, is to look out for. Those endings. Im. Imra.
امرأة.
Imra'ah. Okay. Imra'ah.
بنت أمريكية.
Bint Amrikiya. Bint. The girl is American. Okay. Not a sentence, but just a noun phrase. And the noun comes first, followed by the modifying adjective. Bint Amrikiya. Man.
رجل.
Rajul.
بنت.
Bint.
ولد.
Walad. Boy, yeah.
رجل.
Rajul.
رجل.
Rajul.
رجل أمريكي عربي.
Okay, so all a noun phrase, I think. An Arab American man. You missed a space. I hyphenate. Boy is Yalad. Walad.
بنت.
Oh, and Hebrew is Yalad.
بنت.
Bint.
رجل.
Rajul.
ولد.
Walad.
امرأة عربية ورجل أمريكي.
That sounds great. Imra.
امرأة عربية ورجل أمريكي.
Okay.
امرأة. امرأة.
عربية
ورجل
ورجل.
أمريكي.
So it means an Arab woman. Wa, written as a prefix on the following word. And an American man.
امرأة عربية وامرأة أمريكية.
Imra.
امرأة عربية وامرأة أمريكية.
وامرأة woman
امرأة.
twice, yeah. أمريكية, an Arab woman and an American.
بنت ذكية.
بنت ذكية, clever girl.
بنت أمريكية ذكية.
بنت أمريكية ذكية.
بنت أمريكية ذكية.
So it's nice that those words that are agreeing with each other in a phrase, they also rhyme.
بنت أمريكية ذكية.
Bint is the noun, it comes first. Girl. Oh, that's too many letters. The I sound is short, so we don't put a full consonant there on the line. أمريكية ذكية.
بنت أمريكية ذكية.
Figure out how to do that. أمريكية. ذكية. We try DH. Nope. Oh, it's D and apostrophe for the. ذكية. And can I get the ta marbuta? I think that'll work. Bint أمريكية. Oops. أمريكية. ذكية. Oops, that I want to grab it. Put it here. Smart American girl.
بنت عربية ذكية.
بنت عربية ذكية. Smart Arab girl.
ولد كريم.
ولد كريم, a generous boy. كريم, generous, the adjective follows.
بنت أمريكية.
بنت أمريكية, an American girl.
فكش.
فكش.
أمين.
أمين is فكش.
فكش. هلال.
Hilal. That's beautiful. There's the fused L aleph and then a final L.
هلال.
Hilal.
فساء.
Fisa. Fi initial F. Fisa.
فساء. هو.
Mu. That's a long. Oh, who rather.
هو.
Okay, it sounds messed up. Let's let them know. Audio, do not sound.
شفاه.
Shifa. We want.
هو.
Yeah, there too. Sounds like an M instead of an H. No good.
وباء.
Webbat. We as initial wow.
وباء.
Wow letter. Hilal H. There it is.
هلال. سام أستاذ ممتاز.
Sam Ustad Mumtaz.
سام أستاذ ممتاز.
Sam is an amazing teacher. So because it's noun phrase Sam and then teacher who's amazing, only way there is no verb to be, so you have to figure out what type of a thing is it. Is this just all one noun phrase, or is it a complete thought, a complete sentence? Here I would say Sam is the first noun phrase followed by another, so it's got to be a to-be sentence.
كري أستاذة أمريكية. كري أستاذة أمريكية.
Ustadha, marked for feminine gender. Amerikiya, there too on the adjective. Kari is Ustadha, saying teacher, professor.
أستاذة.
Is an American. Amerikiya, yeah. An American. Let's put an article there. Teacher. Professor.
مايك دكتور جديد.
Dr. Jadid. Jadid means new.
جديد.
Mike is a new doctor.
سامية بنت عربية.
سامية بنت عربية. So how to spell this one? Samia. Samia bint Arabiya is an Arab girl. Samia, we would like. Okay.
رانيا امرأة أمريكية.
Rania wait.
رانيا امرأة أمريكية. رانيا امرأة.
امرأة أمريكي. Okay.
رانيا.
Rania. امرأة.
رانيا امرأة أمريكية. امرأة.
امرأة is an American woman. And that audio doesn't sound great.
سامية دكتورة.
سامية دكتورة. Samia is a doctor.
جودي بنت ممتازة.
جودي بنت ممتازة. Judy bint is an amazing girl.
سامية أستاذة ممتازة.
سامية.
سامية أستاذة ممتازة.
Ustad. Oh, not Westad, but it's going to be also written with Aleph. Ustad, D apostrophe. Stad, the H for the feminine ending. Mumtaza, was it?
سامية أستاذة ممتازة.
Mumtaza. Mumtaza. It's an amazing professor.
جورج أستاذ أمريكي.
جورج أستاذ أمريكي.
جورج أستاذ أمريكي.
George Ustad is a professor who is American. I'll get there. An American professor.
رانيا ذكية.
Rania. ذكية is clever. Mike دكتور. Mike دكتور. So in Mike, we write 4 letters for M, A, I, K. So in both transliterating Arabic to English letters and in the opposite direction, different kind of spelling rules apply than from standard vocabulary words. Samia is an American doctor. Samia, long vowel, Samia. Yeah. MYH. دكتورة. دكتورة. أمريكية. أمريكية. Oops. Kia. Like that.
بشير دكتور جيد.
بشير دكتور جيد. Bashir is a new doctor. جيد. Okay.
بشير دكتور جيد.
جيد. Good doctor. Not جديد.
روزا بنت سورية.
روزا بنت سورية. روزا Bint is a girl who is Syrian. A Syrian girl.
بنت سورية.
سورية. Bint. B-N-T. Suriya. So there's no capitalizing, by the way.
علي رجل.
To recognize those names and not be thinking that they're nouns or verbs or something.
علي رجل.
علي رجل.
رجل.
علي is a male.
دكتورة جيدة.
جيدة. دكتورة جيدة.
دكتورة جيدة.
Good female doctor.
جودي أستاذة أمريكية تونسية.
جودي أستاذة أمريكية
أمريكية. جودي أستاذة أمريكية تونسية.
تونسية. Judy is an Tunisian American professor. Judy أستاذة. We want a feminine form. تونسية.
سامية مترجمة جيدة.
سامية مترجمة جيدة.
سامية مترجمة جيدة.
سامية name. مترجمة جيدة is a good translator. Marked for feminine translatress. مترجمة جيدة.
كاري مترجمة أمريكية سريعة.
كاري مترجمة أمريكية سريعة.
كاري مترجمة أمريكية سريعة.
سريعة.
سريعة. سريعة.
سريعة. Reminds me of the word series from its consonants. And
كاري مترجمة أمريكية سريعة.
سريعة. Fast.
سريعة.
Carrie is a fast translator. American translator.
كاري مترجمة سريعة.
كاري مترجمة سريعة.
كاري مترجمة سريعة.
Carrie is a fast translator. No mention of nationality here.
بشير ولد تونسي.
بشير ولد تونسي. بشير is a Tunisian boy.
علي مترجم سوري.
علي مترجم سوري. سورية and the Y is doubled. Ali is a Syrian translator.
بشير دكتور جيد.
بشير دكتور جيد. Bashir is a good doctor, even though he's still a boy.
كاري مترجمة أمريكية سريعة.
كاري مترجمة أمريكية سريعة. Carrie is a fast American translator. That was a little bit challenging. I'm going to stay on that topic.
جع. جع.
Mazza. A nice doubled
مزة.
Z, which we have right there in the middle.
شاشة. شاشة.
Sada.
سادة. زدا.
Zuda.
زدا.
Ja.
جع. لا.
La.
لا.
La.
لا. سادة.
Sada.
سادة.
Sira. Sira.
سيرة.
Okay, Shasha.
شاشة. مزة.
Zuda.
زدا.
Sira.
سيرة.
La.
لا.
Ja. Ja.
جع.
Shada.
سادة.
Sada. Zuda.
زدا.
Sira.
سيرة.
La.
لا.
La. and me.
غ
Ra, with the dot above it, is higher up in the throat. The basic letter ayin without that dot, is made in the pharynx, this region. And the ra is made with the tongue root there, the back of the tongue inside the mouth still. Ra, ra, much higher up.
غاب
Ghab. Ghab has the modifier.
غاب
This one would be aab.
رسغ
Risuh.
رسوع
Risua. Risua. Risua is
رسوع عاب
aib.
بغض
Bagad. Gha is
غ
just that.
بعد
Bad. Bagad is going to have a dot in the middle,
بغض
like a bear's snout. Cute. Bad.
بعد
Risugh.
رسغ
Am I in the right place? Should be, I guess. Yeah. Teacher what's it? Mu'allim.
معلم
Mu'allim. Okay, doubled L. Which we've seen in Swahili. It becomes Mwalimu. Name. Remove the initial M to make the plural.
معلم
Mu'allim.
ألمانيا
Mania.
بنت معلم أنا روزا وأنا جوعانة
أنا روزا وأنا جوعانة. What's that?
وأنا جوعانة
I'm Rosa and I'm hungry. What an introduction.
أنت امرأة غريبة يا كاري
أنت امرأة
غريبة
غريبة. A strange one, weird one.
غريبة أنت امرأة غريبة يا كاري
You are a weird woman, Carrie.
أنت جوعان يا بوب
أنت جوعان يا بوب. جوعان again was strange.
جوعان
Oh, think of jejun. جوعان. Not related, but jejun, the literal meaning of the word is hungry. Hence, wanting in substance.
أنت جوعان يا بوب
And أنت, you are
أنت جوعان يا بوب
hungry, Bob. This you do not know.
أنت معلمة يا جودي
أنت معلمة يا جودي. أنت, you are a teacher. Judy.
أنا رجل غريب
أنا رجل غريب. أنا I am a strange man.
غريب أنت غريب يا علي أنت غريب يا علي
أنت غريب. G apostrophe. غريب يا علي.
أنت غريب يا علي
يا علي. I do a 3. It's just a 3, so I need something else. I type a G, yeah. Ali, and then E. أنت غريب يا علي. You are weird, Ali.
أنت غريب يا علي أنت ذكية جدا يا سامية أنت ذكية جدا يا سامية
جدا.
جدا
Oh, okay. You are very clever. أنت ذكية جدا marks an adverb. Very. Yeah. Samia. You are very smart. Samia.
أنت معلم يا مايك
أنت معلم يا مايك. أنت معلم. You are a teacher, Mike. أنا عمر وأنا جوعان. I am Omar. And I am hungry.
أنا امرأة غريبة.
أنا امرأة غريبة. I am a weird woman. I am Rania and I'm very hungry. أنا Rania. Let's check the spelling there. Rania. وأنا جوعان. وأنا جوعان. And then the word for very has a final N. جدا. So JDD. No. I think I'll just leave out the doubling sign. جدا. It's going to have a with this equal sign floating above it. I have a typo. Zhao. Okay. Nah. It needs to be feminine. Good. Well, thank you for accepting it. You are a teacher, Rania. And T. How do we write that? You. Yeah, A-T. Alright, teacher. Mu'allima. Mu'allim. Feminine. Ya Rania. A. Rania. Not unchallenging, but very fun.
عمر فرنسي. فرنسي.
Omar Faransi. Is French.
جودي مترجمة فرنسية.
جودي مترجمة فرنسية. فرنسية.
جودي مترجمة فرنسية.
فرنسية. Judy is a French translator.
جودي مترجمة فرنسية.
Note how in the word فرنسية, the A in the second syllable is much darker than the others.
جودي مترجمة فرنسية.
فرنسية. It's the influence of the R consonant. It, as well as any of the pharyngeal sounds, will have that effect on a vowel.
هي جوعانة جدا. هي جوعانة جدا. هي جوعانة جدا.
هي
جوعانة. جوعانة.
جدا. هنا.
هي.
هي.
هي جوعانة جدا.
هي. She is very hungry. جوعانة جدا.
هي جوعانة جدا.
هي جوعانة جدا.
هي جوعانة جدا.
جوعانة جدا.
هي من أمستردام.
هي من أمستردام.
هي من أمستردام. من. هي من أمستردام.
أمستردام. هي. She is from Amsterdam.
هي دكتورة فرنسية من باريس.
هي دكتورة فرنسية من باريس.
هي دكتورة فرنسية من باريس.
باريس. So the influence of the R does not
من
take place on the
باريس.
A in Paris. So it seems to color the following vowel. That's a good pair there. Ferenci with a ra, but Paris for Paris with an A, not bodies.
هي دكتورة فرنسية من باريس.
She is a French doctor from Paris.
هو أستاذ جديد.
هو أستاذ جديد. He is a new professor. He's the new professor. Same words. أستاذ.
هو أستاذ جديد.
Well, oh, there is a difference for the. Pardon me.
سيف هولندي.
Seth Holandi. Seth, I think that's that name. Seth Holandi is Dutch.
هو هولندي من أمستردام.
هو هولندي من أمستردام. هو هولندي من أمستردام. He is Dutch from Amsterdam. هو هولندي من أمستردام.
هو هولندي من أمستردام.
Amsterdam. Maybe they're trying to. It's not a native Arabic word, so we need to treat it differently. It has special status. Not good to draw conclusions from that.
هو رجل فرنسي من باريس. هو رجل فرنسي من باريس.
فرنسي من باريس. He is French man from Paris.
هو دكتور هولندي.
هو دكتور هولندي.
هو دكتور هولندي.
He is a Dutch doctor.
هي من باريس.
هي من باريس. She is from Paris.
هو من أمستردام.
هو من أمستردام. He is from Amsterdam.
علي مترجم فرنسي.
علي مترجم فرنسي is a French translator.
هو أستاذ جديد.
هو أستاذ جديد. He is a new professor.
كوبا.
كوبا.
ساسا.
Okay, here's something interesting.
ساسا.
I forget the name of this letter, but it's written like a yeah consonant, the Y, without two dots under it, pronounced like an a.
كوبا.
Kuba.
كوبا. رنا.
Rone. There it is again.
سودا.
Suda. Okay. It's the absolute form of the Y letter, but crucially without the two dots. Suda. Kuba. Kuba.
كوبا. لما.
Lima. Sasa.
ساسا.
Suda.
سودا.
Lama.
لما.
Rana.
رنا.
Rona. Ro. Rona.
غسان لبناني.
غسان لبناني.
غسان.
Ghassan is Lebanese.
لما فرنسية عربية.
لما فرنسية عربية.
لما فرنسية عربية. لما.
Okay. Is French Arabic. Arab French.
أرواء أستاذة سورية.
أرواء أستاذة سورية. أرواء. Must be a name.
أرواء أستاذة سورية.
أستاذة سورية. أرواء is a Syrian professor. Oh, legs are hurting a little.
أروى مهندسة.
ومهندسة. مهندس means
مهندسة.
أروى. مهندسة is an engineer.
هل لما مهندسة؟
هل لما مهندسة. هل I think marks a yes no question is لما an engineer.
هل غسان مهندس؟
غسان مهندس is غسان an engineer.
هل جودي جديدة؟
هل جودي جديدة is Judy new? New here? جودي.
هل لما مهندسة جديدة؟
لما مهندس جديدة.
هل لما مهندسة جديدة؟
لما. How do I get that letter? Here we go. مهندسان جديدة.
هل لما مهندسة جديدة؟
لسه. No. لسه جديدة is لما new engineer.
أروى جوعانة.
أروى جوعانة. أروى جوعانة. أروى is hungry.
هل لما جديدة؟
لما جديدة is لما new.
هل غسان مهندس هولندي؟
هل غسان مهندس هولندي is غسان a Dutch engineer. أروى is weird. أروى. غريبة. Oh, we're going to do that. غريبة. Ghassan is a Lebanese engineer. Ghassan مهندس لبناني. I think like that. Lubnani. Okay, I'm going to end it there for today. Thanks for watching. Please come and find us again. We're trying to do all of the languages on Duolingo. So we'll get around to Arabic within about 30 days or so, if not before. Bye now.